Welcome back. Today, you and I are going on an adventure. Well, I don't know if it's a real adventure, but we're going to give it a try. So I tried earlier, what was it, last month or this month, to do a career mode. And it's kind of like playing it for the first time for me, because I really don't play career mode. And I didn't like it. And because of that, I was told that I should start a classic game, a classic career mode. So we're going to try that, but the reason I've always avoided the career mode in general is there's no story for me. Not like I want a actual campaign, but there's no world building at all. So what I'm going to try to do here is make it Stormworks story mode. So instead of Stormworks build whatever, it's going to be Stormworks story mode. So we're going to give it a try and see if I can do something interesting with career mode, or if it's just not for me. But let me show you the settings that we're going to create here. So coming into the game as a new user, this is what you will see. If you have the DLC, it will start with the Northmire Outpost, career mode, of course, a random seed, and, your things attached. So when you come in here, you're going to want to go ahead and come down all the way to the bottom and disable weapons AI and event zombies if it's at Halloween when you're doing this. I'm going to leave everything else. I think I'm also going to turn off the tutorial. The tutorial is really not a tutorial. It's just I don't know what it is. It's not a tutorial though. It's lacking. So I think everything else we're going to leave on. You know what? Natural disasters. Natural disaster frequency. Like maybe 60 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's good. We're just going to go with this and see what happens. Okay, so there's one more thing we have to do. We have to go ahead and change this to classic. Almost forgot. That's key. Classic mode, career mode, research tree, third person, and teleport. We won't actually be using the teleport, I don't think. That's cheaty. So we won't do that, but we will put it in classic mode. So, all right, so from this point forward, once I hit confirm, we will be going into Stormworks story mode. So here we go. So I woke up in a house with no memory of where I'd been, no clue how I got here, no understanding of what year it was or where I was. Looked around the house, there wasn't much clues. I could pick up things, throw them around pointlessly, but there was really no reason for it. I decided to set out into the world of this desert, rainy world, which didn't really make sense to me because it's a desert and it's raining. But it seems to be the kind of world that I'm in now. I heard a dog, so I started to look for it. Wow, could I hear the dog all the way down here? Maybe not. To my surprise, I found a dead dog. On further examination, it appears he was wearing a costume. So, I decided to make him mine. I patted him, and picked him up, and put him on my shoulder. That was pretty much all I could do. So then I went to the dock, wondering what I would find here. Well, there was nothing. Some fuel tanks, and a bench. It appeared that I could not enter the bench without dropping the dog, so I put the dog down. And, of course, I opened the bench. I found myself in an area where I could build something. I had $14,000 in my pocket, and I didn't know why. But here I was, a person with amnesia in a world where the desert was rainy. So I decided to build a boat. Let's see. What do we have here? The dog had waited patiently for me to finish the boat. It was now nighttime. The boat wasn't perfect. It was a modified version of a boat that I couldn't afford and didn't have the parts for. So I did the best I could with the knowledge I had of building a boat, which wasn't much. On the boat, hopefully I'd added everything I needed to help people in need. I also had added a crank, but in testing it didn't work. So maybe I need a flywheel or mess around with a gearbox. But if I run out of gas, I might be able to make it to land in a couple years. So hopefully I won't run out of gas. Before I set off on my adventure, I wanted to see what I could research. What I really wanted was wheeled vehicles, but I didn't have enough research points to do it. So the next best thing was probably looking into basic logic. It was 2 research points out of 5, would take an hour and 35 minutes. So for now, that's probably worth it. So now, it was time to go help someone. A lifeboat has an emergency, rescue 2 casualties, and take them to the hospital, which was way over here. Wow. Without wheels, it was going to take a while. So this was my boat, and this was my new life. It was time to set out on my adventure to helping people and make a life for myself in this strange world while having amnesia. And so I set off to rescue 2 people in need. Now if I could just get this working. Looks like there was a flare in the distance. Perhaps that's who needed help. So I headed off in the direction and hoped for the best. But it was my first day out, and I already hit a rock underneath the water. Hopefully, I could get over the rock without too much trouble. Uh-oh. This does not look good. There's a bridge under here? This is a road? Oh. This is not good. Okay. I push the boat. Back off? Okay. Not good. Okay. So I didn't realize there was a ford there. So I decided to go all the way around the island to help the people. I could actually walk there, but I kind of want to take the boat so I can get home faster. So off we go. So this boat has several problems. First off, there's exhaust in my face. Second, the engine throttle's a little bit scary. I'm never sure if I'm going to blow the engine or fly out of the water. And third, I don't have any way of telling how much fuel I have left in the boat. So those are 3 things that I need to resolve. But first, we gotta rescue these 2 people. I need to find the limit here and see what we can do. 0.56. Pretty stable still. Temperature's rising. We'll see how high we can get before we have to slow it down. Alright, not too bad. It's getting a little bit unstable. Let's back it down to 0.53. Seems stable. Okay, so 0.53 seems my safest setting right now. I could push it, but I really don't want to. So we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, see, once it starts rocking, it gets a little bit scary. This feels very unstable once I get a little speed going. I might change the hole to be a little bit more square instead of this rounded off type of hole. Plus all my stuff is outside anyways. So this is an adventure. Okie dokie. Hey, we're almost there. I didn't even realize that. Look at that. Alright, so this was my first rescue in this new world with my unfortunate amnesia. So... Hey guys. Okay. Can also turn the spotlight towards them. Is that blinding you? Sorry. Alright, let me see if I can get you guys. So, I hate to break the news to you guys, but there is land right behind you. You probably could have gone ahead and just jumped in the water and then walk to the hospital because I was working on my boat all day. But, you know, it's up to you guys. I can give you a ride to the hospital and then walk you there if you need help. Anybody? Okay, I guess we'll do that. Thanks for responding. Okay, there you go, sir. And you. All right. Good, good. Good stuff. All right, so we're going to leave your boat there and get you to a hospital. After checking the map again, I decided to go ahead and take the boat home first, and then walk them to the hospital. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get you guys to the hospital. And hopefully you can follow me. Alright, so I started my journey to the hospital with my two friends. They have no names. But they were in need, and apparently they didn't know that they could jump off the raft onto the land and walk to the hospital. So they needed someone to help them. So in this new world that I've woken up into, I have no idea where I am. And I just know that it's 2032, I'm in a desert, and that people need help, and I am called into missions to help them. And I guess that's what I will do. Apparently, as you travel through this world, you will be able to do more things to help people and build bigger things and make land vehicles and make money by doing various things like transporting cargo and digging minerals. So right now we're at the beginning of my story as I make my way through this new world. Alright, so we are at the hospital, guys. This is where you needed to go. You really could have followed the road and made it here. Look, there's someone here to greet you. Okay, so let's just go in here. And there we go. We rescued 2 casualties and we got $2,000. So this was our first day of Stormworks story mode. I woke up in a strange new land with no understanding of how the world works. I modified a boat so I could use it for my own. I found a dog. I lost a dog. I rescued 2 people that could have rescued themselves. Thanks for joining me, and we'll continue our story next time.